Thinking critically. Has a friend ever asked for your advice about a problem? If so, you may have helped your friend think through the problem in a logical way. Without knowing it, you used critical thinking skills to help your friend. Critical thinking involves the use of reasoning and logic to solve problems or make decisions. Some critical thinking skills are described below. Number 1. Comparing and contrasting. When you examine two objects for similarities and differences, you are using the skill of comparing and contrasting. Comparing involves identifying similarities or common characteristics. Contrasting involves identifying differences. Analyzing objects in this way can help you discover details that you might otherwise overlook. Number 2. Applying concepts. When you use your knowledge about one situation to make sense of a similar situation, you are using the skill of applying concepts. Being able to transfer your knowledge from one situation to another shows that you truly understand a concept. You may use this skill in answering test questions that present different problems from that one you've reviewed in class. Number 3. Interpreting illustrations. Diagrams, photographs, and maps are included in textbooks to help clarify what you read. These illustrations show processes, places, and ideas in a visual manner. The skill called interpreting illustrations can help you learn from these visual elements. Take the time to study the illustration along with all the written information that accompanies it. Captions identify the key concepts shown in the illustration. Labels point out the important parts of a diagram or map, while keys identify the symbols used in a map. Number 4. Relating cause and effect. If one event causes another event to occur, the two events are said to have a cause and effect relationship. When you determine that such a relationship exists between two events, you use a skill called relating cause and effect. For example, if you notice an itchy red bump on your skin, you might infer that a mosquito bit you. The mosquito bite is the cause and the bump is the effect. It is important to note that two events do not necessarily have a cause and effect relationship just because they occur together. Scientists carry out experiments or use past experience to determine whether a cause and effect relationship exists. Number 5. Making generalizations. When you draw a conclusion about an entire group based on information about only some of the group's members, you are using a skill called making generalizations. For a generalization to be valid, the sample you choose must be large enough and representative of the entire group. You might, for example, put this skill to work at a farm stand if you see a sign that says, "Sample some grapes before you buy." If you sample a few sweet grapes, you may conclude that all the grapes are sweet and purchase a large bunch. Number 6. Making judgments. When you evaluate something to decide whether it is good or bad or right or wrong, you are using a skill called making judgments. For example, you make judgments when you decide to eat healthful foods or to purchase a book. Before you make a judgment, you need to think through the pros and cons of a situation and identify the values or standards that you hold. Number 7. Problem solving. When you use critical thinking skills to resolve an issue or decide on a course of action, you are using a skill called problem solving. Some problems, such as how to convert a fraction into a decimal, are straightforward. Other problems, such as figuring out why your computer has stopped working, are complex. Some complex problems can be solved using the trial and error method. Try out one solution first, and if it doesn't work, try another. Other useful problem-solving strategies include making models and brainstorming possible solutions with a partner. Thanks for watching.